Carer of the Year. Andrea Rawlins. When Andrea has to call an ambulance for her husband Ian, she usually ends up having to explain about his rare condition. Ian, who has stiff person syndrome, can suffer horrifying full body spasms multiple times a day. As well as caring for Ian, whose spasms can be triggered by the slightest noise, Andrea also works hard to raise awareness of the condition.
Hi, my name is Andrea Rawlins, and I help look after my husband who has a 1 in a million condition called stiff person syndrome. It is a very unusual condition, it is incurable, and it is triggered by noise, sound, temperature changes. He has excruciating spasms every single day. He is unable to move for hours at a time. He will not be able to see. He will not be able to speak. He will not be able to communicate. He just experiences the most horrendous, excruciating, agonising spasms that people truly cannot believe until they actually witness it. Strangely enough, he used to be my carer because I have my own health conditions and visual problems, and you know, he's slept on the floor after a 70-hour week when because I've had 60 surgical procedures. So he's gone from being my carer to being someone who needs 24/7 care basically. So that's where we are.
Zoe Darcy. Zoe is a kinship guardian for her grandson Daniel, who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and other complex conditions at just 4 months old. The pair have been on an extraordinary journey together, and Zoe works constantly to care for Daniel, and thanks to this, the 7-year-old has lived years longer than expected and continues to play and smile every day, never giving up on seeing tomorrow.
I've had Daniel from being 3 months old, and I'm a kinship carer, special guardian, which a lot of people obviously don't know what that means, but it's a carer which is a family relative, and we get paid in love. Daniel has a life-limiting condition and disease called mitochondrial disease, which not many people know about, so we try to create as much awareness in relation to children with that condition, which means that Daniel's a warrior and every day is a gift. So Daniel's condition means he's like a 0 to 6 month old baby because he can't sit or stand. He's very dependent on having someone with him at all times to do the basic things in life, such as be able to eat. He's peg fed, he has to have medication regularly, he's doubly incontinent, he can't communicate or speak, so you have to speak for him, and it just gets very tiring, but the reward is obviously having a child that's very happy and very smiley and laughs. He's got such an amazing giggle. It's like, right, sorry. There are times when it can be really difficult because you're dealing with a condition that every day is a gift. He's very special and he's very loved.
Colleen Wilson. Colleen has been a carer at Thornhill House in Darfield for 34 years, and at 68 she has no plans to change that. Colleen is loved by staff, residents and the local community alike. She goes above and beyond, always striving to make residents' dreams come true. Her passion and dedication means that it doesn't feel like a job, more like spending time with her second family.
Hello, my name is Colleen Wilson. I work at Thornhill House at Darfield, residential care home. I've been there now for 34 years. The residents that I care for, each and every one, I make them a personalised birthday sash. I want to make them feel that they're important. And when they put these sashes on, I try and relate to them what they like, what they used to like. Like one chap, he was a Barnsley football supporter and I did it in Barnsley, got the badges for him, and it were priceless, his face. But I love everything about my work. I don't class it as work. I just want these residents to feel happy and contented, because I try to put myself in their shoes, and I think, how would I feel if I'd lived in my own home for 50 odd years and I come into a place that I don't know nothing about. But if I can make those people settle down and be there to help them and feel wanted, that does me.
Leslie Lord and Ewan Cameron. Leslie and Ewan have been providing a vital lifeline to vulnerable adults for over 15 years, but in May, the selfless couple who provide care in their own home, similar to fostering, literally became lifesavers after one of their service users suffered a medical emergency and they had to perform CPR. Although undoubtedly saving a life, Ewan modestly says they just did what they had to do.
My name's Ewan Cameron and this is my partner Leslie Lord, and we've worked for Shared Lives for the last 15 years, looking after people of all disabilities, mental problems, epilepsy, autism, all sorts.
Earlier this year, I looked after a service user that's stopped breathing. I got her down and give back his life. I fetched her back. What seemed a long time, 5 minutes, what sounded like an hour doing it. Anyway, I managed it, and then the other half came back and he took over, which by then she'd come round a bit, and then paramedics and air ambulance and that, bless them, came and took over.